Hey guys, welcome to Tarot Talks. This is episode 17. We're going to talk about the star today. So let's get into it. The star is ruled by Aquarius. Aquarius is all about new beginnings. To communicate this to you, I would say think about a land that has been barren for a really long time. And then the humans that live on the outskirts of this barren land start planting trees, vegetation returns, rain returns, the ponds return, and then the animals return, and everything is flourishing and beautiful. So this is a movement into a, a future space after a tragedy because we're following the Tower card here. And Aquarius is all about moving into the future. So we have the Queen of Pentacles on the left and the Page of Pentacles on the right. Now, if you follow Corinne Kenner's tarot and astrology, which I really recommend, the page cards, they don't represent one thing. They just represent the element that they're working with, which would be Earth. And we're talking about Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. And this one over here, this is a Capricorn card. So we have a Capricorn vibe here. We're going to eliminate the other two Earth signs on the page here, and we're going to go with the Capricorn vibe. So it's good because Capricorns are initiators and they push you through. They have that energy that pushes through, that perseverance. That's what that really feels like. This is someone who has persevered through a tragedy or through a very hard time. Now, this is the God mouth here. This is Ansu's, and it's all about communication. For me, I really do feel like it's about the breath of God and breathing life into something. So that's also a force. There feels like there's a force here that's breathing life into a new horizon. Okay. And it feels like it's prosperous because we're talking about business because that's Capricorn, and new opportunities because we have a page here as well. So we have that new beginning vibe doubled between the Aquarius and the page. And then we also have that realm of finance, money, and materialism on earth. So Pentacles isn't always about money. It's about the manifestation of goals in the material realm. It's about matter. So matter is wealth because they're things that we can touch, we can sell them, we can consume them, we can use them basically. So using things like that we can barter for, whatever it is, that's wealth in the material realm. Okay, so that feels like this is a leadership card, leadership through example. This can also be a single mother, a mother and a teenager, a mother and a child moving into a new direction in life, getting a new job, that type of thing. Ansu's, I actually really resonate with this rune because it's ruled by Venus, also bringing in that earth and that element of flourishing and enjoying life. Basically, this is going to be a space where life is going to be enjoyable. That's what this feels like. It's a very beautiful energy. You could tell by the cards, the colors, and the imagery as well. Yellows and blues, they're feel good colors. So we're going to change out here. We have Sun in Scorpio. This is Lord of Pleasure reversed, and this is Lord of Earned Success, and this is Mercury in Aquarius. So we have two Aquarius vibes here. So this is moving. This is always the moving from a bad relationship or a really tough situation, because the swords always denote mental strife and depression and sadness. And it's just, I feel like swords have to do with like working out your mental shit, thinking about how you think, that type of thing, thinking about what you're attracting. But this is a specific situation where you are moving from one hurtful space into another space, and you're moving across the river of emotion at that time. So we have a lot of water going on here between the goddess, the star goddess, and then the sun in Scorpio. So this card is always the past, whether it's reversed or upright, but you do read it depending on what's going on around you. It has to do with childhood, past memories, people returning from the past, And the sun also dies in Scorpio. So the past is usually associated with some type of death because it never is to be again. It is what has gone, what is dead and died as far as time is concerned. So it has to do with those dark pleasures of Scorpio as well sometimes, and about the shadow self. And I feel like this is the past and the present working against each other. And since we have the God mouth here, this is going to be a message that needs to be conveyed. This is going to be a message from the stars. And this is telling this person to seek therapy because this is not the first situation that you've attracted that happened to have a really, really negative outcome. So to make sure that you don't continue to attract that, you're going to have to go and reevaluate so we don't keep adding fire to these cycles. Like, we need to just move on and deal with our shit and move on. So Scorpio is always about digging really, really deep into the dark, in the dark depths. So water is always going to have that darkness to it. Cancer is more of the good side and the love side of the water. Pisces is the religious, spiritual, and childlike. And then you have Scorpio, which is the sexual, creative energy within the female. So our potential to create comes from that Scorpio vibe, that really dark, lusty, femme fatale type of feeling. So you could be choosing partners based on sex and sexual desire. So sometimes people that do that constantly pick people because they are very sexually turned on by them and sexually attracted to them, those tend to be the more toxic relationships, the more sexually attached you are to someone. So it builds attachments. So we have to look for that, and we have to look out for that and examine that. So with that said, I'm going to end this video here, and I'm going to get going and try and wrap this series up, and then we're going to move on to the next series, which is going to be really good. I can't wait to get that out for you guys. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to the watchers. I hope you are learning and using this information for good. Thank you so much. Have a great day.